What's up, guys? The Road Budget here with Unashamed Gaming, bringing you another, my final Infinite Warfare beta game today. Going to be showcasing the RC8 score streak in this, which is mostly like a GI unit, essentially. But I don't really want to talk about that too much. I want to talk about what we can expect to see differently or added in the full game that we didn't see in the beta. And I'm going to break that up into two things. One is things that they are changing based off the data from the beta, and one is things that they are adding. And the main thing I want to talk about that they are adding is to the competitive scene, and it is a weapon draft, essentially. So instead of protecting bans, you're going to have a base rule set like we've had in previous Call of Duties before Black Ops 3, but we're going to be drafting weapons, and you get to draft one primary and one secondary to use for an entire series. Now, excuse me, I'm not sure how I feel about this. This could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but I think it could be a very interesting thing when you throw in guns like the Ripper and the gun I'm using in this video, the Type 2. Because those guns are so versatile in the fact that they can change from subs to ARs, or vice versa, that enables them to be used in many different positions. For example, this gun right here is an AR primarily, but you could use it in sub mode or dual pistol mode, whatever you want to call it, to maybe break a hard point or something like that. Because if you do it right, it can be used in a variety of situations like that. So I think that could make it very interesting and almost very doable to use one gun for an entire series of varying game types and maps. I'm not sure, again, how I feel about it. It's one of those things that we're just going to have to play and figure out how it works, and see if it works in theory a little bit better than it sounds. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the stuff that they've said they're going to change based off feedback from the beta. And I'm basically reading right off their notes that they posted earlier today. First thing is the weapon stuff that's changing. The shotguns are essentially getting a buff, increasing the damage consistency, the one-shot kill range, and really just the range in general have been buffed a little bit for most of the shotguns. And then the snipers are essentially getting a nerf. The bullet spread before... The bullet spread would get smaller as the player aimed down sights, making quickscoping easier, but now it does not get smaller until they get fully zoomed in, then it eliminates to 0. Which this makes quickscoping a lot harder, because before, the more you were zoomed in, the straighter the bullet would go more consistently. Now it's just as wide as you would be firing from the hip unless you are fully zoomed in. I think that's a good thing, because quickscoping was way too easy in the beta. So sniper weapons don't have aim assists at all unless the optic is fully zoomed in. So unless you're fully zoomed in on the scope, there is no aim assist. And bolt actions, the turn rate while aiming down sights is slowed. So you get Black Ops 3 type sniping where there's fast turn rate while you're aiming down sights. So this maybe make it a little easier to actually physically snipe, not necessarily quick scoping, but ADS sniping will be a little bit easier with that addition. They fixed a few things with stability. They increased kick when you're getting shot. Those are basically the main things on the snipers. The SMGs, the Ripper, the Ripper has had a tuning pass to increase recoil given its bonus fire rate. So the Ripper is a little less useful than it was before, given it shoots so fast, it's going to bounce a little bit more. They fixed a lot of bugs. I'm not really going to talk about bug issues, just kind of changes. The health regeneration time is reduced, so that means you regen health faster. They're fixing spawns on maps, and the infusion bonus has been reduced. I don't really know what that means necessarily. APX3 and the RC8, things I've shown before, got increased health, increased weapon accuracy, and bullet damage. So that makes them a little bit more powerful, which is good. I felt like they were kind of underpowered for as high of streaks as they were, as you're about to see here. I call it in, and it just doesn't impress me. Kind of like the GI unit doesn't really impress me. And beyond that, they really just kind of updated some bug fixes, matchmaking, They talked a little bit about the time to kill. A lot of people had a lot to say about the time to kill, and they basically said we're just going to keep adjusting it till we get it right. And it could change anytime really throughout the year. They talked a little about the dedicated server. So if you want to read the full notes on what they put out, check out the Infinity Ward Twitter, and they tweeted a link to Reddit where they posted about that. But that's really what's going to change, notably, that I know of from the game or the beta to the full game. And I think most of those changes are good ones. I'm not a fan of shotguns ever, so anytime shotguns get any kind of buff, it kind of bums me out. But the sniper nerfing it was needed for sure. Maybe needs more. I don't know. We'll have to see once the game comes out. But that is pretty much it, guys. So as you see, my score streak does get me some kills, but again, not for being the second highest score streak in the game. I wasn't impressed. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Next Infinite Warfare video see from me will be from the full game. So look forward to that. Hopefully it doesn't suck. We'll see you guys next time. God bless.